Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle and today I want to share with you guys a new subscription box I recently found. It's called Little Justice Leaders and I paid for this with my own money. This wasn't sent to me, but it was an awesome thing I found and I want to share with you guys. So this is a social justice themed subscription box specifically aimed for kids K through 6th grade. And when you do your subscription, you can pick K through like 3rd grade or 3rd through 6th. You can specify it based on your age, or there's an option if you have multi ages in your family. So it gives you that option. But it's awesome. It's a box that talks about a specific social justice item for that month through art projects, through crafts, through books. And it really, conversation starters, it gives you an opportunity as a parent or an educator to really talk about difficult subjects, sensitive subjects with your kids in an appropriate way. So I'm going to turn this around and show you guys what's inside the box. All right, this is the April box. So you open it up. And what I really like is this little quote here, prepare to change the world. I think that's really nice. So you open it up, here's your little intro, so plants and people, how to be kind to them. Obviously April is a good time to talk about, Earth Day and all that, so here's the little graphic like that. Here's the welcome, and it talks about what the theme this month is and who helped contribute to the box. And then if you flip it over, it gives you instructions to how to specifically use the box. So there's a book in here that you can read together. You can actually use the box itself to make a solar oven, which is in the book, and it tells you that, which is, I think, great, sustainable, reusable. There's garden cards you're gonna have, so I'll go more specifically into that after we open it. So we open it up, and this is what the inside looks like. So the first thing you encounter is the conversation starters, these little cards here, which I think is really good, especially for more sensitive topics that you're going to talk about with your children. It can be difficult to know how to present something, so they give you conversation starters of just how to bring things up, just questions to ask. And obviously Earth Month isn't a more sensitive subject for most, but it's a good starting off point, which I really like. How can we reduce our impact together, different things like that. And then if you flip it over, it actually has tips for adults, which I really appreciate. Set a good example, and just different ideas they can give you and how to frame the conversation. So that's that. Action steps. So try one or all these action steps to start implementing what we're learning. So different things you can do. Identify an area you can reduce your use of disposable items. Create a craft activity using items you're going to throw away. So different actual physical action steps, not just talking about the subject, but what you can do. And little notes you can write down. And then in each box, every time you purchase a box, a donation is made to an organization that's working in that specific area that the box is addressing. So being kind to the earth and being kind to people. So this is the organization Spotlight, Action for Nature, and it gives you the information on there and what they do, which I think is really nice. It also gives you books to learn more, so you can check these out at your library, which I also really like when they give you additional resources you can be using. So that's just the beginning. So in here, I got a kids garden, hands-on activities. And the instructions for the box, one of them is actually go through your kids' garden cards from Barefoot Books, which is this. You'll find 50 different ways you can explore and learn about our natural world. And there's actually a specific activity they have you do, which is in here. So if you open this up, this is the activity they specifically have for you, which is a leaf rubbing. And they provide the crayons to do that. And again, it talks about it. Turn the card around, it gives you specific instructions. It gives you the materials you're gonna need here, which is really nice. And then if you look at these, and I love these because we're going to be using these for multiple different things, not just for this box. So it gives you specifically the season and how long it will take, which I really think is nice because we can be using these all year long. So an hour, any season, indoor. So even during winter, we can still be doing things. And they have fun things like flower crowns. I know both my girls will love doing this. Again, it gives you what materials you're gonna need and the instructions. So it keeps that learning throughout the year. So this isn't just a one thing. So I'll give you guys a couple idea the different projects they have in here. So that is the kids' garden set. Then it comes with a book. And kind of like a lesson guide to that book, which I really appreciate. The lesson guide starts with, how this relates to the month. So what I really like about the lesson plan is that it's specifically in the very beginning. The first paragraph you're reading is the book's about Nepal, and they talk about Hinduism. And Nepal has many different people who practice Hinduism, and there is a description given. However, it is worth noting that this religion can look different in India, Nepal, and other way Indonesia. We're raising globally literate children. They should know that although the idea is presented in this book a certain way, it can vary from place to place, which I absolutely love. They're not presenting one specific view. They're saying this is what the book says, but this is not the only way you can come about learning about this. It's not the only viewpoint, which I really love. So, again, this is the book you have. I'll show you a flip through real quick. Really nice illustrations. And then in your activity guide, a little thing that says how to use the box. One of the instructions is how to turn it into a solar oven, and it tells you to specifically look at this. So the very last page is how to make a box into a solar oven. So they have already provided you the box with your subscription because that's what it came in with, which I love. So your children are learning about a different country, what they believe, and different things like that, which I, again, love. So back to the kind of lesson plan they give you. They give you the synopsis before you read it. They give you discussion questions based on the page, which I absolutely love. So you can go through with your child, bring up these questions, what to do with younger children, older children. You can even bring it into writing connections. Then they give you specific activities you can do with this book, which I also love. So you can do the sun's warmth. So it's kind of like a science experiment that you're doing with it. And it goes on to the back. It explains how to do it, how to set it up. Another one is create a shade structure. And they go on about why that's important, how it relates to the book, how to do it. Third one is a poetry writing activity. It gives you back here, so they can fill it out, fact or fiction activity. And then the end is a coloring page. What I love about this is it provides the opportunities for you to do this with your student, because although I could research different things and Pinterest and all that, this saves a monumental amount of time. The information is here. It's laid out what I need, how I can do it. So for Earth Month, I could actually have everything already prepared, just take it out and use it as I see fit, which is awesome. So on top of that, you also get this magazine, which I think is awesome. So this magazine, I'll show you the table of contents really quick. It's very thick paper, so it's not thin at all. So you go through the different wonders of the world, and it gives you specific things about each of those. Again, I love the graphics in this. And if it was, it's funny because I plan on subscribing to this specific magazine just because of how wonderful it is. So I'm glad that the box in itself. Now these is one of the activities that it gives you to do on here. Flip through your Mighty Kid magazine, and it tells you this, and it gives you the actual materials to make the nature weaving. So they gave you the sticks, they gave you the yarn. So you just follow the instructions and go through it. This is for your leaf rubbings, to look at the specific veins of your leaf. So again, even more activities are included in this. And just look at those graphics. Make a bug hotel. What kid doesn't want to do that? What I really like about this is it highlights specific kids. And it talks about that. I think a lot of kids will find that relatable. And then it highlights a specific country, which I really like because it brings in geography and it also brings in a world perspective. Kids get to learn about different ways different people live. So it goes over, starts with, gives you pictures of Finland, and then it actually goes over how kids are like in that country. So it goes over these kids, and they talk about different things in their country. So again, they're getting someone else's perspective, and then it goes over a recipe which you can do together and taste what it's like to be. And then in the kids gallery, nature bingo, but just an awesome resource. And again, I'll be getting a specific subscription just because I was introduced to this. And again, it comes back to, you can do all these activities. You can do all these activities. You can read through your magazine and do all these activities. So it's worth well more than a month's worth of activities, and they're all laid out for you. You got your garden cards, which will work all year long. You got your book that relates to the specific topic that you're learning. You got a lesson plan for that book for more activities. So again, I cannot say enough good things about this company. I look forward to next month and seeing what issue they are and how they deal with more difficult issues. I look forward to seeing how that is. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of what it was like, because I think it's an awesome resource. Again, for pricing, it is pricier, but again, you're getting a month's worth of activities and more. The supplies are here. You can even reuse the box, which I think. So 1 month is $44.99. 3 months is $129.99. I did the 3 month, and I will be renewing my subscription because I'm just thoroughly impressed with this box, and I think it's an awesome resource for anybody, especially if you're an educator or a homeschooler. It opens a whole lot of possibilities of where you can go, and frankly, it saves you the time of finding the resources yourself. So I hope this was helpful, and again, feel free to check them out, Little Justice Leaders. Thanks for watching, guys.